Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some more Space Engineers. I'm back with my brother, and in today's video we are going to try and show you guys our two largest projects so far. And my brother actually made a first large grid ship, so we're going to take a look at both of them, and then we're going to try and relocate basically to the lake where lots of resources should be plentiful. So why don't you give us a little bit of a tour of the ship that you have created, because it's pretty large and pretty impressive looking.
Okay. We'll first go a bit around it, so it's large grid. There are two large atmospheric thrusters to help with lifting in atmosphere, and then there is underneath one large hydrogen thruster, three small ones, and then
that thing is huge. Yeah. Man, you can that's absolutely enormous. Yep.
Yeah.
Some landing gear.
And then some for the front and the sides and everything. So the back is a bit patched up, basically because I wanted to have some more room to expand if needed.
Yep.
So I've also used some windmills to fill up the batteries, but they're pretty full now. So at the side here there is a entrance, which is an airlock.
Okay. And now comes the cool part. So this has two doors. So if we get this puppy in space, we have to be a little bit more careful.
Yes, so this should be airtight, as well as the bridge, which is a bit separate. Oh, I have to I can open it. All right. So this is the bridge at the moment.
Yeah, so that's your captain's
seat. The air
seat.
system is off. But this should all be airtight. I've tested it.
Yep.
And then at the back, so these are basically the living quarters and stuff. And then, oh, I'm wrong. At the other side of the airlock, sorry. Here is the guts of the machine. So we have the large hydrogen tank with lots of connectors, and then we have the assembler and the refinery, a full-scale refinery. I've been working on the upgrade modules, and I'm gonna need some gold, so I'm hoping to mine that down at the lake, so I can finish this.
Oh,
and then here you can see all the other stuff that's needed. The gyros,
and that's a gyroscope.
So it's all inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope we have enough lift. I'm not entirely sure. So this will be an interesting test.
And so here then we have more cargo capacity. And
yes,
all of this, or is this also linked to our... Where is the assembler,
so here,
if I want to assemble stuff?
Oh, it's actually down here, but you can go to these cargo containers.
Yeah.
And go to production, and if you produce something here, it will just build it.
Okay.
And you can open all the connected inventories that are here. So that means also the refinery and the assembler. And one connector on the outside where we can dump ores and ice.
Once we
and
design
that will be delivered to the fuel system.
Okay, all right.
And I've chosen to put one H2O2 generator here separately for the survival kits and for the air supply that we're going to need here.
And then the one thing that we're still missing here probably, so this is where we could get some shut-eye, would be the artificial gravity, right?
Yeah, I also have to build that, but I'm planning on doing that behind everything here. I think it will work. I've never used it before, so I plan on building that one when we're on the lake, finishing it up.
It's super impressive, super large, and this will basically become like our mobile base.
That's the plan.
If we can manage it, that's the plan. And so we definitely want this guy as our first journey to get him to the lake, so that we have easy access to a lot of those resources, including all of that gold. And it's great. It looks insanely good, in my opinion. Just it's got a little bit of like Battlestar Galactica vibe, I think, with the front. But it's super nice. Maybe also like the Earth ships from Stargate. So I like it. It's super impressive, and let's hope that it flies. So next up, I'll show you my project, because I've actually been working on that while you were at work quite a little bit. And I just welcome to the cube. It's definitely inspired a little bit by a Borg cube, and I'm just completely obsessed with the internal engine block type of mechanic. So here you can see that I've got downward thrust with hydrogen engines, and then over here I also added 2 atmospherics just to make sure that we have enough lift. And then down here in a grid pattern we have so also the upwards, and then here to all the sides, and basically they are like more than 9 blocks from each other, and it should be fine. They shouldn't do too much damage. Then at the center of it we have a cargo container that goes out to H2O2, that then goes out to hydrogen tanks, and that then is all connected to all of these engines, which is pretty cool. A couple of extra tanks at the back here as well, towards the upwards connections. And then over here a couple of batteries with a few engines, more H2O2 stuff, just so that we can definitely have enough energy. But then once it all started to take shape, something that covers quite a little bit of the outside, of course, are solar panels. And when the sun is right on them, like here in the front, yeah, I get 3 to 4. So this should be quite a decent amount of energy generation. And I'm hoping that it's going to work out quite nicely. And then we saw in my last mining ship, of course, that we have quite a bit of problems if you have to like completely tilt your ship to do mining. And so my experimentation here is to have some pistons that push down on a mining drill. And you can see here I tested it a little bit with a first hole. And then I moved the ship so it should be able to lift. Got a detector, and then here I also put up a passenger seat. I kind of like, although it is very busy, of course, with all the engines and things. Can I fly in here, please? Thank you. So here we have a passenger seat if you want, and then there's a piece of glass, and then maybe step back just a little bit. It's cooler at night, but what I added as well, so right now you can clearly see that it's like inactive, is there is a remote control block on that. So if I go to cube and then I go to my remote control block, let's quickly grab it. I made it so that I can control some stuff there, including the drill. Obviously, I kind of want that visual feedback before going nuts on that. So let's press Control, and then I can actually turn with my number 8 all the lights on.
Oh, cool.
So we could extend that. There's a light inside as well. It's really cool, I think, that you can do it like this. That you can activate the cube remotely and have it do stuff. So that's the plan. Let's release control, and I guess we're going to take our seats and we're going to try and get these ships to the lake. So I'll go in the cockpit over here, which is just not below this engine, so we should be fine.
Close the doors.
And then you can see that I've also prepared everything for my drill and my pistons, that I can activate them from here, but I'll mostly use the remote control for that, I think. And then I actually added a second bar where I can have like energy on and energy off. So for this one, I'll put the lights on, and maybe also the ore scanner. The turret, that one can stay off. There's a little bit of defense on mine already as well. So let's get back on bar number 1. I see your engines are up and running.
Yes.
I'll activate mine as well. Or I'll wait.
Activated the refinery and everything, and the gyroscopes are on. So normally I should be able to.
I'll wait for you to see if you can lift off, so that we make sure that there's no problems that need to be fixed, and I might have to go there. So good luck. I'm actually looking at your ship, your huge ship. So let's see if you can make it. Oh, it's definitely going up pretty smoothly here. So I'll activate mine, I'll unlock, and I'll go up in tandem with you. Oh, we're getting up, and then we can turn. So you just do your turn. Yep. Your back is a little bit down. There we go. That's a lot better. And there she goes. My brother's huge ship is moving. Let's head towards that gold deposit and let's relocate our everything. A lot of stuff is in there, a refinery, an assembler. It's super, super cool to see. You're actually pretty fast from my perspective.
Yeah, it lifts well, but the the atmospheric engines do use a lot of power when they're pushing it up. It goes all the way into the red.
Oh, okay.
But I have an hour. It says an hour of battery power.
So it should be
I am,
okay.
of course, also using a bit of hydrogen, but that's going okay.
Still a bit behind
I
you.
don't have the GPS signal. I'm slowing down. Hold on. I'm putting the gold on my HUD. Yes, I can see it now.
Gold is at 2 kilometers, thereabouts.
Go down a bit. But of course, this ship has a lot of vertical thrusts, but not the rest. So I do have to fly it rather.
Whoa, yeah, and I overshot a
horizontally.
little bit almost here as well. So I'm going to start to make my way down here. I'm 700 meters from. I mean, being a little bit away from the gold is not that bad. And ooh, man, you go down pretty quickly. Be careful with that, I would say.
I do think I have enough lift to get into space, and like I said, the back is a bit patched up. There's plenty of room for expansion there.
So we could put more engines if you need it. Yeah. Same thing with mine, basically. If I need more lift, I can easily either add even internal engines, probably some small ones, or I can add just a couple of big ones on the outside. So here we go.
But I'm pretty straight. That should be horizontal. Down.
Yeah, you're going down for sure. I can't really. Oh, there you landed.
Yeah.
Decently
Okay,
brusquely, but you're there.
I can turn off the engines.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to try
She flies.
and land as well. Slowly. And try not to make such a big splash. 150 meters. Maybe I can go forward just a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, I'll look at
And
where
I heard
are you planning to land?
There we go. Engines off. We are locked.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I can get out as well. So now, obviously, I still have to finish the cube because there's a lot more that I can do, especially get the drill up. But here we go. Our base of operation has actually been moved very close
Hold
to
on.
a gold
I
and
still have
silver
to put-
deposits.
I have to put the refinery and the assembler back on because I've seen somewhere that they can take a lot of power. So when you're flying, especially with atmospheric
Yeah.
thrusters, you want to have everything else off so that you can use the batteries for
On our
flying.
first big ship, I think we do. But yeah, it's one quarter of your battery is gone pretty much. So that's
and here
quite
as
a bit.
well. So
And-
that's quite a bit. It does use power to fly. So that
And
would
I
be
also
interesting
used
to see.
about a quarter of my fuel on this burn, and my batteries, how are they doing? Normally I have a place where I can actually see them. Oh, my back is here. No, they're still
I've not
fine.
been so
They're still
smart.
fine. I think with all my solar, energy-wise, this puppy can last quite a long time. But this is so cool. We have just relocated this. There's ice underneath me.
I'm going to turn a bit
Yeah.
because I made the realization that look, if I'm going to mine here for the gold, my connector is on the other side of my huge ship.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm going to turn that one to the side so I can dump the resources more easily.
All right.
Right, so I
There you
turn
go.
around, going down. Should be pretty straight. I think.
A little bit more and you're almost there. Yeah, I think maybe just one more touch down and you'll be down.
Something is already hitting the ground. Then
Oh.
I'm gonna try.
Oh
and
yeah,
walk.
yeah. Your back is down a little bit more again.
Okay, I'm just gonna disable the engines. It's not.
Oh
working.
no,
Okay.
no, it's fine. Your middle and your back is actually anchored. I guess the ice is
Oh,
not
okay.
completely flat. That's what's
Yeah,
happening.
indeed. Looks like it. Okay, but then I'm landed, so I'm gonna turn off the engines, turn on, the industry stuff.
And then
here we go.
maybe I'll
yeah,
show you as well the last bit. If you come and stand with me here, it is the mining. Let's give that a test here as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
Although
Interesting.
I think with only 3 pistons, 3 small pistons, I can't go very deep yet, but there's room for me to extend that upwards if it all works the way I hope it is. So I'll go into cube, then I'll take the remote control. I'll actually take control, and I'm actually seeing stuff here as well. And then first of all I'm gonna activate my drill.
Ooh,
So
nice.
now it's drilling. It's actually doing some stuff already.
Drilling.
And then I can activate the first piston. That's going to push the drill down. And it's
Unlocks
still going.
one of your landing gears.
Yeah,
But you
that's
have
that's a
three, so
disadvantage.
it's quite
I have to
stable.
make sure that everything else is nice and clear. But there it is mining. So I've got 2 more pistons to go. There's a little bit of shake, a little bit of shake. So I don't want to go fully extended just yet. But yeah, this is actually going to. I can probably press I and then go into all the inventories and then see. Let's see. Here we can see ice is gathering in one of these cargo containers. 838, 842. So this does work. And then to stop it, I can just click. There's the drill, and then I re-click on the piston, and up she goes back up. And so this is really cool. Don't have to do all that fancy flying to get my stuff to do a little bit of mining. Yeah, this one landing. I'm not sure what you call it here. Landing foot, you could say.
Landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing gear,
You know,
it's
gets mined out by this drill, but the 3 others I think add enough stability. And here's the hole, and,
Yep.
and I must have a lot more ice in this. All of that ice is then automatically transported to the core of the ship, turned into hydrogen, and will be fueling back up in no time, in my opinion. So. Very cool. Our operation relocation has worked. I think these are our 2 coolest ships so far, and lots of room to
definitely.
grow on both of them, which is pretty damn cool in my opinion. Oh, I could have also turned it around so that more solar panels would take advantage of the solar power. Maybe I'll even park it a little bit closer to gold later down the line. But awesome job, man.
Yeah.
Our mobile
Yeah,
base
it's cool.
is up and running. And
Next stop is trying to get it into space. See if it works.
But this feels
But
a
I'm
lot
gonna have
better
to
than that
fully
one
load
small
it.
ship. To me, this feels a lot better than that one small ship. I was like, all right, we're in space, but can't really get a good start here. If we can get this puppy into space, landed on a moon, a rock, or whatever, we've got our base
Yeah,
right
we
there.
have everything.
Everything is up and running. All we have to make sure that we do is that we have enough ice with us, and that is super cool. It's huge, can be extended, so. Awesome.
And I need to put up defenses.
That's
right.
true. That's true as well.
the
So I
pilots.
have my first turret ready here. We'll keep working on all of this, but Space Engineers, pretty amazing game, and this is still probably only scratching the surface. The potential of what you can build in this game is pretty damn crazy, and I'm going Borg mode, guys. I love this, the fact that these internal engines work, and I don't see any damage with all this trip. So this setup is actually working as intended. Awesome.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's gonna be it for this one. We'll keep you guys up to date, of course, on whatever else we decide to do in the game. For now, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
See you later.